Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of my collection. This will be hopefully G, which is where we left off. We finished F's in the last video. But hopefully this will be G through the end of the collection. We'll see what time allows. So here we go. Alright, so for G's, we have the deluxe edition of Infestissumam by Ghost. I promise it's the deluxe edition because it has both bonus tracks. It's kind of weird that they did that in a jewel case, though. Next, The Chronicles of Life and Death. This is the Death version by Good Charlotte. And Cardiology by Good Charlotte. Next, H is only taken up by one artist, and that's him, so I'm not going to say him every time, because it's the only artist in the H category. Greatest Love Songs, Volume 666. Razorblade Romance. Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights. Love Metal. The Digibook edition of Darklight, the one that was limited to, I believe, 50,000 copies, with the bonus track, The Cage. Very good find when I found that. I only got it for $8. Both volumes 1 and 2 of the Uneasy Listening albums. The deluxe edition of Venus Doom. The live album Digital Versatile Doom. Screamworks Love and Theory and Practice, chapters 1 through 13, with the bonus CD Baudelaire and Braille, which is just the whole album reworked acoustically. And then the deluxe edition of Tears on Tape. Going into Eyes, we have Sounds of a Playground Fading, Digipack edition by In Flames. The Digibook edition of Siren Charms by In Flames. I don't care what anyone says, I think this is a pretty dang good album. I love Anders' clean singing. And then the Digipack edition of Shadows of the Dying Sun by Insomnium. Alright, this stack is K through M. And again, K is only taken up by one artist, and that's Korn. So I'm not going to say Korn every single time. Korn's self-titled Issues. The deluxe edition of Untouchables. The deluxe edition of Take a Look in the Mirror. The deluxe edition of See You on the Other Side. The deluxe edition of their Untitled album. Deluxe edition of Korn 3, Remember Who You Are. The deluxe edition of The Path of Totality. And The Paradigm Shift. Alright, L's. Karma Code by Lacuna Coil. And Dark Adrenaline Deluxe Edition by Lacuna Coil. The Digipack version of Minutes to Midnight by Linkin Park. The expanded edition of Between Here and Lost by Love and Death. This is going by quite a bit faster than I thought it did. Okay. Or than I thought it would. Going into M's, Once More Round the Sun by Mastodon. Colosse Digipack edition by Meshuggah. Infamous by Motionless in White. Reincarnate by Motionless in White. I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love by My Chemical Romance, along with an Eyeball Records bonus disc that I really did not like. The Black Parade Slipcase Alternate Artwork edition by My Chemical Romance. Evita Deluxe edition by My Dying Bride. I don't have anything for N, so we're going to go straight to O. Pelagial by The Ocean. It's a double album, technically. It's the album with vocals and the album without vocals. Of Mice and Men, self-titled. Of Mice and Men, The Flood Deluxe reissue. The Candlelight Years by Opeth. This is their first 3 albums, Orchid, Morning Rise, and My Arms, Your Hearse. The Digibook reissue of Still Life. The Legacy edition of Blackwater Park. Deliverance. Damnation. And this is all Opeth. I hope you guys know that. Please don't hate me because I'm not saying Opeth over and over again. Ghost Reveries. And the deluxe edition of Heritage. Going into P's, I believe the only P artist I have is A Perfect Circle. No, it's not. A Perfect Circle, Mère des Noms, or Mère des Noms, I don't speak French. Perfect Circle, 13th Step. A Perfect Circle, Emotive. And A Perfect Circle, A-Motion, the DVD and remix CD. In the last P album, Periphery 2, this time it's Personal by Periphery, which I'm really excited for Juggernaut, both Alpha and Omega. Comes out this year, by the way. Going into R's, there's only 2, Rise Against, Endgame, Digipack Edition. And then Ryan Dan by Ryan Dan, great album. Essence. Well, that didn't work out. I guess we'll see what got out of order once I get through this. This really is not going well for me. Okay. Amaryllis by Shinedown. I got this copy signed by the band. Alright. Sick Puppies, Tripolar. I'm sorry, I'm sitting on my bed and everything's decided to fall over now. Comatose by Skillet. And before you say anything, oh, I thought you were Wiccan. Why are you listening to Christian metal? Because I really like the other themes that aren't relating to Christianity. And Awake by Skillet. The Blinding White Noise, Illusion and Chaos by Sky Harbor. The 10th anniversary reissue of the Slipknot self-titled. The deluxe edition of All Hope Is Gone by Slipknot. Point 5, The Great Chapter by Slipknot. The Living Infinite, Soilwork. And Old Morning's Dawn by Summoning. Alright, this is the last stack. This is T through the end of the collection. We'll have plenty of time. I just hope my computer decides not to die. 1 by Tesseract. Altered State by Tesseract. 3 Days Grace is self-titled. And things are still falling everywhere. Note to self, don't ever do this on my bed ever again. 1X, 3 Days Grace, the booklets in the form of a poster on my wall right now. Life Starts Now by 3 Days Grace. Transit of Venus by 3 Days Grace. The OP80P by Tool on CD instead of vinyl this time. Undertow by Tool. Anima by Tool. Lateralis by Tool. 10,000 Days by Tool. Ascendancy by Trivium. The Crusade by Trivium. In Waves Deluxe Edition by Trivium. Valkyria by Tyr. Going into U, there's only 2 of these. Artwork and the numbered copy of Imaginary Enemy by the U's. If you want proof that it's a numbered copy, there it is. Copy 10,699 of 15,000. And the last letter, W's. Deluxe edition of Time 1 by Winter Sun. The Silent Force by Within Temptation. Again, booklets on the wall as a poster. The Heart of Everything by Within Temptation. The Unforgiving by Within Temptation. And the last album, also one of my favorite albums of all time, Woods 5, Grey Skies and Electric Light by Woods of Ephraim. Alright, that's it Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know. If I feel like it, I'm getting tired. I'll make my top albums of 2014 list, which won't be in any particular order. I never got around to ranking them. But I will tell you which ones would have been in my top 10. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys later.